Hello students, welcome to class 9 mathematics. Today we are going to have another video for one more new chapter, that is simultaneous linear equations. In this chapter, first of all we need to know what an equation is. An equation is a statement in which two algebraic expressions are equal. Whenever we have two algebraic expressions equal, then it is considered as an equation. Algebraic expressions can be like, let us see the first example of an equation. 2x plus 5 is one of the algebraic expressions and 3 is another algebraic expression. Both are equal, therefore 2x plus 5 equals 3 is an equation. Similarly, 3x square minus 7x is an algebraic expression and 12x plus 10 is an algebraic expression. Both are equal, therefore it is an equation. Similarly, in this also 3 by 5x square plus 2x and 3x are algebraic expressions and both are equal. Therefore, all these are considered as equations. Okay? I hope you have got the meaning of equations. Now we will see linear equations. So what are linear equations? An equation which involves only one variable with highest power of 1 is called a linear equation. Oh, you didn't get the meaning of it. I'll explain you what is the linear equation in a variable. But before that, let us see the general form of it. The general form of any linear equation will be ax plus b equals 0, where a and b should be real numbers. And also, the value of a should never be equal to 0. You can see here ax. The a should not be 0. Okay, it can be any real number. B can be 0, that doesn't matter. But a and b should be real numbers and a should not be 0. Let us see an example of it. You'll understand. Like 5x minus 18 equal to 3 minus 4x. So this is a linear equation. Or x by 2 minus x by 3 equal to x minus 3. This is also a linear equation. Why? Because you can see in both of them we have one variable. And the variable in the first equation is only x and the highest power should be 1. So you can see that the highest power in this is also 1. The variable is x in the first equation and the power of x is nothing means 1. It's not x square, it's not x cube. That means the power is 1 only. Therefore, this is a linear equation. Similarly, the second one is also a linear equation. Okay, the first one is linear equation, no doubt. Both the expressions are equal, one variable and the power of the variable is 1. So it is a linear equation. The second one also is similarly a linear equation. Okay. So x by 2 minus x by 3 equal to x minus 3. This is also linear equation because it is in one variable x and the power of this variable x is 1 only. Nothing means 1. Okay. But the thing is, if we have y, like y minus 1 by 2, minus y plus 5 by 4, or if we have z, root 3z plus 2 root 3 is equal to 5, are these linear equations? Yes, these are also linear equations. The reason is the variable in this is y, and the power of the variable is 1. So therefore it is a linear equation. It doesn't mean that it should have only x, it can have y as well. So here you can see it is of one variable. Here also we have the variable z and the power of z is 1. Root 3z plus 2 root 3 equal to 5 root 3. The power of z is 1 only. Root 3 doesn't matter. The number can be anything. Root 3 is also a real number. So it's a real number. But is it in the format of ax plus b equal to 0? It doesn't seem so. 5x minus 18 equal to 3 minus 4x. Where is it in that form? Doesn't matter. We can make it in that form. Just watch it carefully. See, the first equation I'll make in the form of ax plus b equal to 0. What we need to do is first 5x, then I'll take minus 4x to other side. When minus 4x goes to other side, it becomes plus 4x. So 5x plus 4x equal to 3 is already there. We will take minus 18 to the other side. So it becomes plus 18. So 3 plus 18. Now let us simplify this further. 5x plus 4x will be, yes, 9x. 9x equal to 3 plus 18. What is 3 plus 18? 3 plus 18 is 21. So 9x equal to 21. Still it's not in the form. We will take 21 to the other side. So 9x minus 21. 21 goes to the other side, becomes minus. Minus 21 equals 0. Now isn't it in the form which we want? Yes, ax plus b equal to 0. You can see here a is 9 and b is minus 21. So 9x minus 21 equal to 0 is in the form of ax plus b equal to 0. You can see here we have one variable x and the power of the variable is 1 as well. So this is a linear equation. Now what is a solution of a linear equation? What is meant by solution of a linear equation? Okay, solving is called solution, no doubt. The value of the variable, which when substituted to the variable in the equation, makes its two sides equal, then it is called the solution or the root of the equation. Two sides equal means left hand side should be equal to right hand side after putting the value. The value of the variable which we have got, if you put it in the left hand side in place of variable and right hand side. To solve a linear equation in one variable means we have to find the value of the variable and we have to find such value which satisfies the given equation. Okay, satisfies the given equation means, suppose if you want to know whether 2 is the solution is also called root of the equation 2x plus 7 equal to 13 minus x. Then we have to put the value of x there. That means we have to put the value of 2 in the left hand side of the equation. We have to substitute the value, okay, of x, that is 2, in the left hand side and also in the right hand side of the equation. If both are coming equal, then we can say that LHS equal to RHS. That means it's a solution. Otherwise not. Oh, didn't understand? Doesn't matter. We will see this. We will solve this and see. So how does the question look? The question is, verify that x equal to 2 is a solution of the linear equation 2x plus 7 equals 3 minus x. Let us see the solution. You have to substitute the value x equal to 2 in the given equation. When you substitute, what do we get? In the left hand side we have 2x plus 7. So in place of x put 2. 2 into 2 plus 7, that is 4 plus 7, 11. What about in the right hand side? In the right hand side of the equation we have 13 minus x. So let us put the right hand side. Again let us substitute the value of x in the right hand side as well and let us see. If it comes equal, then we can say that it is a solution. So 13 minus x means 13 minus 2. That is 11. Yes. In both the cases it's coming 11. That means after substituting the value of x, the left hand side is also coming 11 and the right hand side is also coming 11. LHS equal to RHS. Hence we can say that x equal to 2 is the solution of the above equation. 2x plus 7 equal to 13 minus x. Solution is also called root of the equation. Solution and root are the same thing. Remember the word root as well. Now shall we try one more? But before that, let us see what is linear equation in two variables. We saw linear equation, but it had only one variable, that is x or y or z. Now we'll see linear equation in two variable. The equation in two variable will have the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and a, b, c should be real numbers. And remember here a also should not be equal to 0 and b also should not be equal to 0. Then this will be called as a linear equation two variables. Here we have two variables x and y. Okay, any two you can have. Let us see example. Suppose if you have 2x plus 5y minus 19 equal to 0. or 0.4x plus 0.3y equal to 2.7, or in the form of square root of 2 minus root over 3y equals 5 by 7. All these are linear equations, and they are linear equations in two variables. X, y, we get two variables here. See, 2 is a real number, 5 is a real number, 19 is a real number, 0.4 is a real number, 0.3 is a real number. So a and b are real numbers here, and a and b are not 0. Root 2 is a real number, and root 2 is not 0. That means the value of a is not 0. Minus root 3, that is also a real number. Okay, 5 by 7 is also a real number. So whenever we have these such type of thing, that means two variables, okay, the power should be 1. It should not be more than 1, not a square nahi chalega. Then this will be called as linear equations in two variables, because we have two variables, so linear equation in two variables. Linear means the power should be 1 only. Okay, whatever is the variable, it should have the power 1. It should not be square, it should not be cube. When it's a square, it may be called as a quadratic equation. Now let us see what is simultaneous linear equation in two variables. Linear equation in two variables we understood, but what is simultaneous linear equation? Not much difference. Only instead of one linear equation, if we have two linear equations, and that should be in two unknown variables like x and y, and the value of x and y should be satisfied in both the equations, then it will be called as a simultaneous linear equation. It has the format like this: a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals 0. But one more equation we should have: a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Here you have to watch that the x and y variable which we have should satisfy in both the linear equations. Then only it is called as a simultaneous linear equation. So it's a simultaneous linear equation. So two linear equations. We have methods of solving this simultaneous linear equation. One of the method is substitution method. Another method which we have is elimination method. And one more method we will see, that is cross multiplication method also. Afterwards, in the next exercise, we'll see. First, we will see about substitution method, and then we will see about elimination method. So, substitution method, how to solve, that means find the value of or the root of the equation. So, we have a linear equation in two variable, 3x minus y equal to 23, 4x plus 3y equal to 48. These are simultaneous equations. Why they are simultaneous? Because in these cases, two linear equations in two variables are there, and the value of x and y are satisfied. In both the cases, the values of x and y are same. Okay, now let us see how to solve this by substitution method. By the name we can come to know, we have to substitute the value. So take any one of the equations, either the first one or the second one, any one. And we have to make any one of them as the subject. Either the variable x you have to make subject, or you have to make the variable y as the subject. Suppose if I take the first equation. So let us see the solution now. We'll take the first equation. From the first equation we had the first equation 3x minus y equal to 23. Then what do we get here? By making one of them subject, I am making y as the subject. So what do I get if I make y as the subject from the first equation? 3x minus y equal to 23. That means y equal to 3x minus 23. Oh, you are not getting it. Doesn't matter. I'll explain you here in the rough board. How do I make y as the subject? First we had 3x minus y equal to 23. So I'm taking minus y to the other side. So 3x equal to 23 minus y when taken to the other side becomes plus y. So 3x equal to 23 plus y. I want to make y is the subject, तो y को अकेला करना है. So that implies I'll bring y also to this side, to the left hand side. So 3x, now y taken to the left hand side means minus y. 23 I have taken. So 3x minus 23 equals y. Now y is alone, no? In the right hand side, y is alone. That is what we wanted to do. I have made y the subject here. Just I have written the other way. Left hand I have written the right hand I have written the left hand. So it has come y equal to 3x minus 23. 3x minus 23 equal to y or y equal to 3x minus 23 are the same thing. Okay, so we have got this now. Now we'll substitute this value of x in the second equation. Our second equation was 4x plus 3y equal to 48. In place of y, we will put 3x minus 23. So 4x plus 3, and in place of y, 3x minus 23. We have put 3x minus 23 in place of y in the second equation. See the second equation, what was it? 4x plus 3y equal to 48. So 4x is already there. 3 into, in place of y, 3x minus 23 equal to 48. Now we need to simplify it. You have to multiply 3 to both 3x and 23. So 4x plus 3 into 3x is 9x. Minus 3 into 23 is 69. So 4x plus 9x minus 69 equal to 48. Simplify it further. 4x plus 9x, 13x is equal to 48, and 69 goes to the other side. 48 plus 69. So x equal to 9. How does it come? Let us see in the board. In the rough work you can see 13x is equal to 48 plus 69, means add them both. How much do you get? 48 plus 69, it comes 117. So 13x equal to came 117. So x equal to what? X equal to, take 13 to the other side and divide. So 117 by 13. This is the value of x. 117 by 13. If you know the table of 13, you can make out. 13, how much ja is 117? 13 9 ja. Okay. So cancel 13. 117 9 ja. So we have got the value of x as 9. We have got one of the values. There were two variables, x and y. So we have got the value of one of the variable, that is x. Now we want the value of the other variable, that is y. Also we have to find out the value of, value means root or the solution of y. Remember, this x will satisfy both the places. So now we'll substitute the value of x equal to 9 in the third bit equation which we have got, where we have made subject y equal to 3x minus 23. So in place of x we'll put now 9. So y equal to 3 into 9 minus 23. So that is 27 minus 23, 4. So we have got the value of x as 9 and value of y as 4. So this is called the solution of the equation. So this is x and y value 9 and 4 will satisfy both the equations because it is a simultaneous linear equation. Okay, I hope you have understood it. Oh, we can try with one more such type of simultaneous equation, and we will try to substitute it by the same method. So I am giving you the question. So here's the question. Solve 4x minus 18 equal to 3y and 6x plus 7y minus 4 equal to 0. So this we have to solve, and this we have to solve by substitution method. Okay, by substitution method. So pause the video, solve it, and after doing it, then again play the video and then try to find out whether you have done it correct or not. So here is the solution. The first equation is 4x minus 18 equal to 3y. Let us make it in the format. Second equation is 6x plus 7y minus 4 is equal to 0. Now we'll take the first equation maybe, and there will make subject. So from the first equation I am making y subject. How? 3y equal to 4x minus 18. So y equal to 4x minus 18 by 3. That means I have got here y subject. 4x minus 18 by 3. Y. I have got y in terms of x. Now we need to substitute this value of y, which we have got as 4x minus 18 by 3 in the second equation. So our second equation is 6x plus 7y minus 4 equals 0. So we are going to substitute this value of y, that is how much we have got, 4x minus 18 by 3 in the second equation. Okay. After substituting, how much do we get? 6x plus 7 into, in place of y? Yes, in place of y, 4x minus 18 by 3 equal to, we have taken that to other side, minus 4 to other side, so plus 4. Now LCM. Okay, after finding LCM, we get that equal to 4. Oh, you didn't understand this? Doesn't matter. I'll tell you how we did the LCM. See it in the rough work. In the rough work, we'll see this. We had how much? 6x plus, 6x can be written as 6x by 1 plus 7 into the variable which we got, 4x minus 18 by 3. So 4x minus 18 whole by 3 is equal to 4 by 3 equals 4. Now we have to find the LCM. After finding the LCM only, we will be able to simplify it. So LCM of 1 and 3 is, yes, 3. So LCM of 1 and 3 will be 3. Now you know how do we do this? Divide 1 by 3. So 1 divided by 3 comes 3. So multiply 3 and 6. What do you get? That is what I have written there. That LCM I have written as 3, no? So we get 18x, isn't it? 1 divided by 3 is 3 into 6 is 18x. Plus 3 divided by 3 for the second one, it comes 1. So 1 when multiplied to 7, it's 7 only. Isn't it? So 7 will be multiplied to 4x minus 18. So 7 into 4x, 28x minus, yes, 7 into 18 comes 126. So that is what I have written here in, you can see in the left hand side. 18x plus 28x minus 126 whole by 3 equals 4. That is what is written. Okay. After that we have to take the 3 to the other side. So 3 into 4 will become 12. That is what I have written in the second part. Okay. Let me first rub it out. Okay. It has become a mess. So delete it. So what do we get? We have got as 16x minus 126, 18 plus 20. Okay. So we get as, not 18, 16 plus 20. So we get as minus 126 equal to 12. So 46x, okay, 46x is equal to 12 plus 126, or 46x equal to 138. So divide 46 to the other side. X equal to, we have got 3. Now we'll substitute to the value of x, that is x equal to 3 in the equation. After you substitute the value, what do you get? After substituting the value of x in the equation, which one? Which equation? Y equal to, yes, the same equation, 4x minus 18 whole by 3. So y equal to 12 minus 18 whole by 3. So we have got the value of y is minus 2. So value of x is 3 and value of y is minus 2. So this is called the solution. Hope you have done it correct. No, doesn't matter. You can practice even some more equations like this. The more you practice, you'll be able to do. The format of doing is the same. You can see one more question, but now we will do this by substitution method only. So the same substitution method, one more question. Pause the video and try it. Yes, now you can play the video and watch if you have done. So let us see the solution. X plus y minus 7 equal to 0. So I'll take 7 to other side. So x plus y equal to 7. Making y subject, so take x also to other side. So y equal to 7 minus x. Now we'll substitute this value y equal to 7 minus x in the second equation. In the second equation was y plus 3 equal to x. So there we'll substitute the value of y. In place of y we'll put 7 minus x. Yes, 7 minus x plus 3 equal to x. Now simplify it. Take minus x to the other side. So 7 plus 3 is equal to x plus x. Okay, x plus x is 2x. 7 plus 3 is 10. So 2x equal to 10, or x is equal to 10 by 2. That is 5. Now we will substitute or put this value of x in the first equation which we have done. We had y equal to 7 minus x. So there we'll substitute the value. In place of x, 5. So y equal to 7 minus 5 means 2. So we have got the value of xy as 5, 2. I think now it's clear to you. If not, you should try and practice the other sum in the same way. Now we will see the elimination method. the second method of doing it. One more method I told is their cross multiplication method, but I'll tell you about that in the next exercise. Now we'll see elimination method. We will solve one of these sums again, but by a different method. So I'm taking the equation 4x minus 18 equal to 3y, 6x plus 7y minus 4 equal to 0. So this equation we'll have to solve, but by elimination method, not by substitution. We will get the same answer, no doubt. Okay, we have done this question, no? But we did this by substitution method. So let us see the solution. First, what we have to make is, we have to make it in the format. Okay, ax plus by equal to c. So 4x, 3y taken to the other side. So 4x minus 3y, 18 goes to the other side. So minus 18 becomes plus 18. So 4x minus 3y equal to 18. Hope you have understood. Brought 3y to the left hand side and taken 18 to the other side. Similarly, we'll do for the second equation. 6x plus 7y equal to minus 4 taken to other side becomes plus 4. So 6x plus 7y equal to 4. Now we have to make one of the variables in both the equation equal. Either you have to make y equal in both the cases, or you have to make x equal in both the cases. Anyone you can make equal. That equal means, how do we make equal? Suppose you can see here y is minus 3. Before y we have minus 3, and before y in the second equation we have plus 7. So both should be same. So I am making x equal. In the first equation, the LCM of 6 and 4 is 12. So what should we multiply to 4 to get 12? 4 and 6 LCM we have to find. First of all, I want to make x equal. So LCM of 4 and 6. Let us see. I am finding it out in the right hand side. You can see in the rough place. LCM of 4 and 6. Yes, I'll divide first of all. This is the way of finding LCM by 2. 2 2s are 4 and 6 means 2 3s are 6. So now we cannot divide further. So 2 into 2 into 3. All the 3 when you multiply, it comes 12. So 12 is the LCM. Now when 12 is the LCM, see the first equation. Okay, 4. Before x we have 4. So what you have to multiply to 4 to make it 12? 3. So into 3. We cannot just multiply to 4. We have to multiply to the full equation. So in the full equation, into 3. First equation. Similarly, in front of x in the second equation we have 6. If we have 6, what do we have to multiply to make it 12? 2. So we have to multiply 2 to the full second equation. So the full first equation is multiplied with 3. When you multiply with 3, you get 12x minus 9y is equal to 54. Yes, 18 3s are 54. 3 3s are 9. And when you multiply 2 to the second equation, 12x plus 14y is equal to 4 2s are 8. Now you can see that before x in both the equations we have 12. This is what we wanted to do. We wanted to make one of the variables, the number in front of one of the variables, equal. Isn't it? So the numerical coefficient of the variable x we have got as 12 in both the cases. Now we cannot cancel 12x and 12x because both are having same sign. If you subtract, then we can change the sign. So I am changing the signs. Plus becomes minus, plus becomes minus. Only the lower one sign you have to change. And below that give a line. Now 12x plus 12x and minus 12x can be cancelled. Okay, we are solving both these two equations. Remember, we are subtracting these two equations. Is it? Now plus 12x and minus 12x. Now it has become minus, the lower one. So we can cancel them. And the second equation, plus 9y minus 14y. Solve it. Plus 9y minus 14y. Yes. Is both are minus, sorry. Minus 9y minus 14y minus 23y. And 54 minus 8, 46. Yes. So now y equal to, yes, we'll divide. We'll take 43 and divide that side. 46 by minus 23. So what do we get? Minus 2. So we have got the value of y. Now we have to get the value of x as well. So substitute in any one of the equation, either the first or the second. Any equation you take and you substitute the value of y there and get the value of x. I have taken the first one. 4 minus 3y was there. In place of y I have put minus 2. So 4x minus 3 into minus 2 equal to 18. Minus 3 into minus 2 is plus 6. So next equation is 4x plus 6 equal to 18. Now take 6 to the other side. 4x equal to 18 minus 6. Or we get 4x is equal to 12. 18 minus 6 is 12. Or x is equal to 12 by 4. So we get it as 3. So the value of x has come as 3. So we have got both the values. X value is 3, y value is minus 2. So this is how we solve y using elimination method. You have to make one of the terms equal and then cancel and get it, means subtract and get it. Okay, now one more sum I'll give. Okay, and you have to pause this and pause this video and try to do it and then check. Okay. Okay, hope you have done. Now let's see the solution of this. Same way, we have to make any one of the variable as subject. Okay, I'm taking the first equation, x plus, you can take the second one also and do. I've taken the first equation, x plus y equal to, taken minus 5 to the other side, so x plus y equal to 5. And second one also in the format, 4x minus y equal to 0. How did it come? I'll show you in the rough. Okay, minus 2x I've taken to other side, so y equal to 2x was already there in the right hand side, so 2x, and minus 2x from left when taken to the right hand side. From left I have taken minus 2x to the right hand side, so plus 2x. So y equal to 2x plus 2x. Hope you understood this. Now 2x plus 2x is 4x, so y equal to 4x. Okay, 2x plus 2x is 4x. We are going to bring it in the format as I told. When elimination method means in the format, ax plus by equal to c. So y taken to the other side, so 0 equal to 4x minus y. I have taken y to the other side, 4x minus y. Yes, this is what we need to do. I have written there 4x minus y equal to 0. Here I got 0 equal to 4x minus y, and I have written 4x minus y equal to 0. It's the same thing. Now we'll write both the equations and we will try to make one of them equal. I have tried to make x equal. LCM of 1 and 4. Before x you can see in the first equation 1 and in the second equation 4. So LCM of 1 and 4 is 4. So 4 means in the first equation I have to multiply 4. So 4 multiplied to all, 4x plus 4y equal to 20. And in the second equation if I multiply 1, it remains the same. 4x minus y equal to 0. Now 4x we cannot cancel, so we have to subtract, we have to change the signs. Plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus. Now subtraction, 4x plus 4x minus 4x gets cancelled. Plus 4y plus y, now it's plus y, remember the sign is changed. So 5y is equal to 20 minus 0, that is 20. So y equal to, now 20 divided by 5. 20 divided by 5 we get as 4. So this is the solution. We have got value of y. Now we want value of x also, no? Substitute in any one of the equation, either the first one or the second one. Okay, suppose if I substitute in the first equation. First equation was x plus y equal to 5. In place of y, I have put 5. So x equal to 5 minus 4, that is equal to 1. So value of x I have got as 1 and value of y we have got as 4. Okay, how did we do this? You see, x equal to 5. I have taken y to other side, 5 minus y. Okay, so we can say x equal to 5 minus 4 because the value of y has come 4. So x equal to 5 minus 4 means 1. So the answers are 1 and 4. Now I am writing one more equation. You have to pause it and solve it. Okay? Okay. If you have played the video, that means you have already tried it. And you might have even done it also. So let us see the solution. First we have to make LCM, okay? 2x minus 3y by 4 LCM. The same way. So it becomes 8x minus 3y whole by 4 equal to 3. Take 4 to the other side. So 8x minus 3y equal to 4. Didn't understand? Okay, I'll do it in the rough. See. We had 2x means 2x by 1 minus 3y by 4 minus 3y by 4. Okay, equals 3. So now we have to find the LCM. LCM of 1 and 4 is 4. So LCM is 4. After 4 is LCM, divide 4 by 1. So we get 4. 4 into 2, 8x. So the first term will become 8x. That is what I have written in the left hand side. You can see 1 divided by 4 is 4. So 4 into 2, it becomes 8x. So I will write there 8x. LCM of 1 and 4, 4. 4 divided by 1 is this, and we get 8x. So that is what is written, okay? Now the second equation in the same way, I have taken 2y to the other side. So 5x minus 2y equal to 7. Now we have to make equal, I am making x equal, LCM of 8 and 5 is 40. So 8 into 5, 5 into 8. So in the first equation into 5, in the second equation into 8. Now let us multiply 5 to all the terms in the first equation. 8 into 5, so 40x. Okay, in the first equation when you multiply 5 to 8, what will you get? 5 into 8, 40x, minus 3 into 5, 15y is equal to 60. 12 5 is 60. Then multiply 8 in the second equation, 8 into 5, 40x, minus 8 into 2, 16y equal to 8 7 is 56. Now we have to subtract it. We have to change the sign of the lower one. Okay, because 40x, 40x are of the same sign, no? So we have to subtract. If the signs are different, we have to add. We don't have to change the sign, simply cancel. But here, both are having 40x. So we have to change the sign. Plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus. Now give a line. 40x minus 40x will get cancelled. Minus 15y plus 16y. Minus 15y plus 16y will come plus 1y. Plus 1y, no need of writing plus 1y, just you can write y also if you want. And 60 minus 56 is 4. So we get y equal to 4. We have got the value of y, very simply. Now we'll get the value of x also. So substitute it in the equation. Which equation? You can take any one. Okay, and substitute it there. Suppose if I take the first equation, 8x minus 3y equal to 12. In place of y, I have put 4. So 8x minus 3 into 4 equal to 12. 3 into 4 is 12. 8x minus 12 equal to 12. Taken 12 to other side, 8x equal to 24. Divided 8, so 24 by 8. X equal to 24 by 8, that is x equal to 3. So we have got the value of x also, we have got the value of y also. So xy equal to 3, 4. This is how we have solved. I hope you have done it correct. Okay, the more you practice, the more you will be able to do. Now one more equation you can see. Solve 3 by 5x minus 2 by 3y plus 1 equal to 0. It looks a little different, but actually it has to be done in the same way. So first we have to find the LCM. So pause the video, try to do it. Okay, now let us start. So LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. So 9x minus 10y whole by 15 equal to minus 1. Second, so 15 taken to the other side. So 9x minus 10y equal to 1 minus 1 into 15 minus 15. Now same way we have to find the LCM of the second equation as well. LCM of 5 and 3 is there also in the second equation also. LCM is 15. So this comes 6x plus 5y equal to whole by 15 equal to 4. 15 into 4, 60. So 6x plus 5 equal to 60. Now we have to make one of them equal. Again I will make the x equal. 9 and 16 6 LCM is, yes, 18. So 9 into 2 is 18. So in the first equation into 2. In the second equation 6 into 3 is 18. So into 3. So we'll multiply to all. So 18x minus 20y is equal to minus 30. Second equation multiply 3. So 18x plus 15y is equal to 180. Yes. Now we have to change the signs. Subtraction we have to do. So minus, minus, minus. Now give a line. Plus 18x minus 18x gets cancelled. Okay. Minus 20y plus 15y. Oh, sorry, minus 15y. Minus 20y minus 15y is minus 35y. Okay. But remove the mess. Minus 35y is equal to minus 30 minus 180 minus 210. Cancel minus minus. Y equal to 210 by 35. 210 by 35 is 6. Yes, I have divided it, dear. Minus minus both the sides first cancelled. Okay, so 35 by y equal to 210. Then y equal to 210 by 35. That is what? 210 by 35. Now we have to cancel this, make it in the simple form. How do we cancel? 35, okay, let us cancel this by 7 first. 35, 7 5s is 35. So we'll write 7 there, or 5 there. We're cancelling by 7. Then the numerator by 7, 7 3s are 21, so 30. Okay, so 5 and 30. Now we can cancel by 5 also. 5 1s are 5 and this is 5 6 are 30. So the value of y has come 6. That is what I have written. Now we have to find the value of x also. So we need to substitute the value. Value of y we have to substitute in any one of the equations. Suppose in the first equation if I substitute the value of y equal to 6. Our first equation was 9x minus 10y. So 10 into 6 is equal to minus 15. So 9x minus 60 is equal to minus 15. Take minus 60 to the other side. 9x equal to minus 15 plus 60. Or we get 9x is equal to 45. So x is equal to 45 by 9. 9 5s are 45. So x value is 5. xy is equal to 5 and 6. Yes, xy 5, 6. So this is the solution. Hope you have done it correct. So we have saw this. Now let us have some home assignments. You have to do these assignments and submit it. You have to solve the question numbers 1 to 10 of your exercise, first exercise, that is 5A. Okay, of this chapter, the first exercise, that is 5A. You have to use both the substitution and the elimination method to solve question number 1 to 10. That means question number 1 to 10 solve first by substitution method, all 1 to 10. And then again question number 1 to 10 solve by elimination method also. By both the methods you have to solve and solve. Okay, send it to me either in the app in the assignments. Okay, if you are not able to, give me a call if you want. I can make you understand how to send it in the assignments. Or if not possible, then ask me where to send it. I'll tell you. Okay, but you have to do question number 1 to 10. Don't forget, all will have to do. Mathematics means practice. You have to practice. Question number 1 to 10 you have to do first by substitution, then elimination. So thank you very much. This is the end of our today's class.